All right, so it's 5:38 a.m. Just got out of the gym. My workout was good. A lot of mobility exercises. I ended off with box jumps, and I'm realizing it's working my hip flexors a lot. So thank God I was doing those kettlebells. Yeah, I basically did my rear delts, and then the rest were mobility exercises and the box jumps. And I got there a little later, so, but also I don't work right away, so that's that. Yeah, I did the rear delts. I did sitting on my ankles stretch, foam rolling my back, the toe touching stretch, trying to straighten my legs. My calves work during that stretch too, but I had to test it to see if my calves have range of motion, and they increased in range of motion, but they're working at the same time, so it's like, it doesn't feel like that nervy stretch. It feels like my calves are giving out. So the second time I did it, I added some weight to hold me down, and I started straightening my legs. I have to lean back a bit because when you have a weight in front of you, it just sets you off kilter, but straightening my legs, and it's like, it's good. So it's a different feeling that I'm used to without the weight, you know? I think it's good. I did the piriformis stretch with reps. I thought I had to do my TFL stretch with the toe, and afterwards, after the toe touch and the piriformis, I didn't have to do that. My back felt great. So that was good. So as you can see, they're doing repairs here. You can't see because of that light. Yeah, it's blocking, but all that, it's like construction. But anyways, it's getting to be a lot toxic at the gym, because there's this one guy who always would come up and say, hello, this tall guy who looks like he does drag, right? Really looking for validation all the time, and then you hear him talking to everyone, and he's got this sinister laugh. And then my first boyfriend, who goes there too, it's the same thing. It's like this campy shit, you know. Not everyone, like other people stick to themselves, but it's like, it's getting clicky, and it's disgusting, right? There's three people like that. There's the woman who's usually there, who's the mother, apparently, when they're in a group huddled up, and you can hear everything they're saying. She wasn't there. She's the only one who has a nice body. But she's like restricting herself, and she has her trainer. She talks about her trainer. She's very insecure too. So I don't know. It's just a whole packet of grossness for me there. Kind of getting me angry, you know. I'd really wish there was a higher level of maturity at that level, at that time. I mean, I've been going there since near the end of COVID, right? For that tall drag guy, I think it's just like on the apps when people just say hello each time, and they're always searching for validation. This is like in person. Today he didn't. I'm a little happy, you know, because like the vibes aren't there for me, right? You could nod, whatever, but you don't have to go out of your way, you know? Because then it kind of, then when he lets himself loose, it's like, you know, one's the mother, he's the child, and it's just like, the vibes aren't there for me, right? I'd like to have people I connect with, but I haven't yet. But that's why I go to the men's health group. The men's group, not the men's health group, the men's group. But even there's no vibes. But at least it's a little more comforting in the sense that, you know, people with similar problems, or worse, or less worse. I don't talk there. Is it a hypervigilance? Yeah. But also I don't want to connect with people that I don't have a vibe with. That's it. I will choose who comes into my sphere, as opposed to vomiting up my situation and then becomes awkward. I have this. I have whoever wants to listen to these videos. So that part's covered. So it's 10:48. I was just about to leave, but I realized stores don't accept hundreds. So every time I take out money, I take out hundreds, and I need less so I can get groceries and pay for these photocopies. So it's 10:31. I'm giving it another try. I took an extra caffeine, but I'm thinking this is more psychological that's getting me tired, and so I'm trying to fight through it. So I did it. What the hell? It's not focused. Had to rub the grease off the camera. Anyways, it's 2:32. I'm out to go to the gym. Can't believe I did this. So it's cold. I don't know what time I went to bed. Yeah, I do. Oh, this is nice. I like the black with the pale face. Anyways, before 9 or around 9, because I watched YouTube. Because I worked yesterday, got home, walked home, of course. I'm stiff all over, but that's normal from all that walking. And anyways, and I set the alarm for 1 and I woke up. There you go. So this is what I love to do, my priority, the gym. Keeping myself getting better, actually, improving. And I saw this Business Insider video yesterday. And one woman was 92, having a swim coach, competing. A couple were in their 80s, doing sprinting. What do you call that? Not triathlon. What formerly Caitlyn Jenner did, Bruce Jenner did, was a decathlete or athletics? I forget. That's what they were doing. Like running and triple jumping into a sandbox and all that stuff. Yeah. My hands are cold. I have glycerol Dermin, which is a glycerin cream, and Vaseline on top of it to see how they will act and hopefully not get all these hangnails and all that stuff. Anyways, speaking of that, there's a certain area of my teeth I have to floss, which I've always had a problem getting, and now I'm focusing on it because I don't have that technique to get under the gum on the other side. So I'm working on that. I'm on 200 milligrams of caffeine. I'm going to load up more because obviously there's a price to pay for sleeping only 4 hours purposely. But then again, the other side of the coin is if I slept into 3, because I have to work. I work a little later at 9:30. There's a bus strike, so I have to leave by 8. So it gives me some leeway. I'm going with the fact that no matter what time I go to bed, I'm getting up at the same time. See how I feel with that. And relatively, I was pretty good. And happy that I get to do what I love to do, So it takes time for me to figure things out with me in my life and what I love, because you got to try it, see how it works, keep going, and then pivot. And sometimes it takes time to know that you don't like it, or it takes time to change habits. That being said, I put away some of my work shirts. I took out the gloves that were soaking in the bleach solution to hang up. I don't do much, but just like put them on my bike, and I'll let them dry completely, then I'll turn them inside out. So I'm not spending too much time on them, but have to eventually take them out, Did some more bills, put them into paper clips, into the page protectors. Went on the computer. I wasn't able to clean my desktop because I'm already late, quote unquote. But I went through my emails to delete some, like to clean it up, and eventually get to an email that I need, which I'll eventually find it. And I don't feel bad about not cleaning up the desktop. I might clean it when I get home, but I have other things that come in the way, and I noted that in my notes, like write the bill for today's class, like fill out the forms that I didn't finish filling out yesterday at work because I'm not staying at work afterwards, because by the time I get to bed I already had 4 hours sleep. So I have to fill out some of those forms, keep that moving. I have to send out the email with the signed forms to that woman. And then possibly clean up the desktop, cook, all that stuff. So we'll see what I can do. I noted it. Again, it's about creating my habits. Sometimes I'm off. Get back on. Don't be too distracted. So that was pretty good yesterday. I got to brush my teeth, floss, work on that area that needs more flossing, take my shower, and get to bed. Just keep my habits like that.